This is a glorious day. Okay. This is a very glorious day. Like it is. Like the only thing missing today is that the Buffalo Bills beat the Pittsburgh Steelers and this day's complete. You know what I mean? This is a glorious day. You see, I didn't have to do anything. Right? Now let me say this, okay? Before I go in. Because I gotta go in. Like you know what I mean? Like if you guys think, all right, that I would like, did you really think that D style got body? You can't body somebody if you're giving out false information. Like, period. All right? But let me tell you how this went down. All right? D style boxing made a comment on Beats' channel. Okay? Beats himself started calling me a cholo and all this other type of stuff. Okay? Just because I gave my opinion regarding, okay, the glove situation with White. Right? That's all I said. Beats started questioning whether I was scared to come to his channel. Now, granted, if I was busy, I wasn't going to come on. Okay, but I'll be honest, had nothing to do at that particular time. Okay, you know what I mean? And so I went on. I started slapping Beats, or I was slapping Beats around his own fucking channel. Okay, dude actually said it's not up now for some reason. He goes, "You don't really think Anthony Joshua could beat it? Like Andy Ruiz could beat Anthony Joshua?" And I said, "He already beat him. What are you talking about?" Okay. So here's the thing, right? Let's just get to the important part, right? Unrivaled comes on, right? And he asked me out of the blue, "Do you know who Mark Ramsey is?" And I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. At that specific moment, I don't remember. Okay. So I'm an honest guy. Okay. I'm not a deceitful person. Okay. I said, I don't remember. Okay. I was trying to remember the names of Russ Abner or, Abner or Amber, however the fuck you pronounce the dude's name. I couldn't remember the dude's name at the time, at that moment. Okay. But I knew that of the situation already. I hadn't like explored it in detail in months. All right. Now, Unrivaled said something that I had never heard. All right. He said that he interviewed or that he knows of an interview, something of that nature, right? Where he said, "Oh no, Mark Ramsey already said he inspected the gloves and that he okayed them and signed off on them," right? That was news to me. And like I said before he left, I said everything could be verified. Okay. And I said, Russ Abner, who's like, I'll admit, I don't remember the name. Okay, but just gotta remember a dude's name. Okay, doesn't mean I don't know the situation. But that's not here nor there. Let's forget. Unrivaled himself couldn't remember Russ Abner's name. Okay. Now there's some other things you need to. We're gonna go over, but he said, okay. Of course, it caught me by surprise when I heard that. Because he said it with such confidence. And he said he went to the source himself. That's what he said. So I did sit there for a moment. I'm like, huh, wow, I never heard of that. That would have been like on Boxing Scene. I mean, that would have been everywhere. That would have been huge. Eddie Hearn himself would have said, White would have said that. Like, what do you mean? They already checked it themselves. They would have already said that, right? So I said, look, Russ Abner said something completely different, right? If there was an interview, right, I would have said, you know what? Hey, the dude was right. We're just talking boxing at the end of the day. Okay. That's it. No one's getting personal about this or anything like that. Beats is the one that made it personal. Okay. Beats is the one who, in all honesty, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt of being ignorant on the matter. Okay. But you don't go around calling a Mexican a cholo. Okay. But, that's not here nor there. That doesn't matter. Right. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt of ignorance. Okay. But well, that's it. Okay. So I said, you know what? I'm going to look this up. And I asked for proof. Because a lot of you smart asses came to me and were like, man, you got bodied. I said, where's the proof? Can you show me the interview? Where's the interview? Where's the publication? As I researched, I just found the opposite. The opposite of what was being said. I kept finding the opposite of it. Right? So let's share the screen here. All right? Not to mention that things were not going to get pretty. Okay? It wasn't going to end pretty because I reached out to Mark Ramsey myself. And he's going to respond today. Okay? Like that's already in the works. But let's go over stuff that was already known. Okay? So this is a official. No, we don't want to share that. We don't want to share that. What am I doing? Okay? I'm already fucking this whole thing up. Right? We're fucking the whole thing up. Well, why don't I have my screen? Hold on. My bad. My bad. I apologize. Okay? My bad. All right. No. What am I doing? What are you doing, this style? Okay? What are you doing? All right. So I found a complete opposite. All right. Ramsey says that at the ruled meeting after the weigh-in, White agreed to use the Nardo gloves. He ended up fighting with fly gloves. Ramsey first discovered this when he had one of his team members go to the dressing room to monitor White's hands getting taped up. All right. Mark Ramsey trainer also confirmed at the team meeting that they were in the dark about the positive drug test, but that's not what this topic's about. Okay, we're talking about the actual glove situation, and this is some research I did. Okay, this is the research I did. Okay, I already had this information, but we'll just go ahead and go over that. That's Andy Ruiz's fat ass. Okay, all right. So let's go over it. Let's go over it. Let's go over the facts here. Right. I don't know if you guys can see that. God damn it, this thing's fucking up on me. But July 9th of 2019, White and Rivas' team agreed to the gloves. White and Rivas' team's gloves were inspected and weighed and approved. White's gloves were DiNardo gloves XL, the same brand and size that he wore in the Chisora fight. And there's the picture. The flight gloves were not at the glove inspection meeting. Filippo Lexis, I'm probably butchering that name. I apologize. The maker of the DiNardo gloves did confirm that it was the exact same size and brand that he sent to White's team. Friday evening, Filippo Lexis is notified by White via text, that he was sent extra large gloves. Filipino responded that they are the same exact gloves in size with color White requested. Same brand, same size, already wore versus Chisora. A very important fact here. His team did select those gloves. There were other gloves that they could have picked, being Friday evening, there was enough time to notify Rivas' team to do the inspection on Friday weigh-in of the gloves. This wasn't a last-second thing that they discovered, guys. Right? It just wasn't a last-second thing. Let's go July 10th. God damn, that shit's annoying. But anyway. July 10th, Russ Sabner, who was not a roadie or an assistant, but part of Rivas' team. Okay, he also works with, a lot of the Ukrainian fighters, including Usyk, who's not part of Heyman. Okay, whatever conspiracies you want to come up with. Okay, but he's the one who inspected the gloves the day prior. He states that both camps summoned both of the team to watch hand wrapping. The gloves they selected are not in the room. They did not tell Rivas' team, so he's saying the same thing here. He noticed that and came back to tell the Rivas camp. They're told he, White, can wear any gloves he chooses as long as the gloves are approved by the promoter. Abner countered with White, then why bother with the glove selection meeting? The switch was first set that White's approval of the gloves. When this first happened, the first thing they said was that Aziz, an undercard fighter, got those gloves, right? Well, Aziz did not wear the DiNardo gloves. He wore Grant's. So why did they give the bullshit story that this motherfucker took the gloves? Why did they say that? And Aziz himself even said in an interview, I don't know if those are White's gloves or not. That's what he said. Right? So there's more details to this, obviously. All right? But this is a glorious day. All right? This is a glorious day. This is a glorious day. Let me tell you this, okay? Let me say this. I'll give Unrivaled one thing. He was smart enough to retract it before what was coming tomorrow. Okay? Because I was going to release a video. It was going to be very damning. Okay? I was going to edit it and everything. All right? I was going to do all that. So I'm just saying, shout out to BFTB Boxing. What's going on? All right? And then Beats declaring a winner when he himself admits he doesn't know all the facts. Do you not understand that? He doesn't even know the fact of the winner. Unrivaled. They're like, what are they? And all these dudes like, oh, these style got bodied. How do you get bodied if they're not telling you the truth? If the information being given isn't true? So I search and I search. And I search and I search some more. And I searched some more and I searched some more. And that's how I found that. Like, I didn't even know this before. Now I know that White's already worn this exact pair of gloves in the Chisora fight. And that the maker of the Nardo gloves was befuddled about this. There's a video on YouTube about it. He didn't understand. What do you mean the gloves? It's the same size of gloves. Gloves is not like, a woman's dress, guys. It doesn't have to it's like men's underwear, right? It's not like White's size have changed size. His hands have changed size. All right. And why did they give that bullshit reason? Now find me one lie I said, or one misinterpreted thing I said. You can't find it. Okay. So I searched and I searched. I reached out to Mark Ramsey. It would have been very embarrassing if I brought Mark Ramsey on here and asked him. Okay. And by the way, I did search on the videos. No question about the gloves. I couldn't find it. The interview that you personally did, that you claim you did, that you went directly to the source, I can't find it. I can't find that interview. Till this day, no one could provide me with a link. Okay? But I'm done with Unrivaled. All right? I'm not, in fairness, since he came out and admitted that he was wrong and he's retracted what he said, all right? Since he's done that, I'm going to leave the guy alone. But I'm not done with the rest of you. Okay? Boxing librarian. All right, Mr. What happened? You didn't bother to check this yourself to see if it was true? Oh, I'm glad he bought it, this guy. So many dudes been waiting for years. You motherfuckers been waiting for years to see me body, haven't you? Like you've been, see, D-Style doesn't body people. I send people to the fucking shadow realm. That's what I do. Okay? A lot of you were happy. You were so happy. All right? Like you were so, like your emotions didn't make for 1 second make you say, let me look up and see this shit's true. Right? Let me look this up and let me make sure that what this dude said is true. Let me be fair and let me be this and let me be that. Right? It's on his channel, Joe Lopez 40 ounce. All right? It's on his channel. So that's the thing, right? Boxing librarian. Oh man, dude got an orgasm. D-Style got bodied. Like, get the fuck out of here. God, this is a glorious day. I kind of wish he didn't retract because tomorrow was going to be even more glorious. Okay. But okay, man, this is a glorious day. I apologize to D-Style, he said. So I expect the rest of you to apologize to me. Big Boys Boxing, I still have your comment. You got bodied. He inspected the gloves. No, he didn't. Ha! Motherfucker. No, he didn't. It wasn't true. How does it feel to believe in somebody and then let you down like that? How does it feel? How does it feel to have like you believed in it? Oh, I've been waiting for D-Style to get bodied for years, and it finally happened. And then you were probably like watching like my videos the last couple of days. Like, did he just get bodied? Why is he still acting like D-Style? Like, what? Well, why hasn't he lost his cool? Or why didn't he disappear for a couple of days? What's going on? Like, what? Because I knew the whole shit was bullshit. That's why. That's why. I had a smile on my face. Right? Why so serious? So, boxing librarian, to you, motherfucker, ha, ha, motherfucker. How does it feel? How does it feel that you co-signed something that wasn't true? Right? That just because of your emotion, you like the fact, you like the idea of me being cooked. Hey, Haplotype, you want a link, bro? I'll send you a link, right? But you like the idea of it, but you didn't even take a moment to research it. You know what else I noticed? Dude, on the video I did right after that, because I asked some simple questions, and I said, retract them. Nobody could retract them, all right? Beats was getting beat. He was getting slapped around, bro. The dude was getting slapped around. And then he asked me, you don't really think that Andy Ruiz could beat Anthony Joshua? He already beat him. But what do you mean? What type of, who says that? Like, who says that? Of course he cut that part out. All right? And about 3 times, I tried to be civil. I said, hey, Beats, let's forget all the polarizing shit. Let's forget about all that. Oh, but you came out here like a cholo. Like, get the fuck out of here. Of course I raised my voice at him. All right? Of course I raised my voice at him. I'm just saying. And not only that, like, how do you send me a link, by the way, and then you bring somebody else to try to ambush me? And by the way, I'm not scared of ambushes. You know why? Because somebody comes in and tells me the truth. Then, hey, Beats won't come to my channel, bro. Beats, like, I'll go to Beats' channel. He won't come to my channel. All right? What's up, Beats? The whole thing was wrong. God damn, that sucks. That sucks, bro. Like, you know how much that sucks, right? That sucks. That's an L that I've ever seen one, bro. Right? That's the biggest L. I mean, holy shit. There was a flag on the play, ladies and gentlemen. They were like celebrating for the touchdown. Yeah! Unrivaled. Oh, 90-yard run. 90-yard run. No, it was a pick six. Pick six. Pick six. Pick six. Because these style, because I was right there, bro. I was moving the ball down the field. You know what I mean? I was about to score. Pick six. Pick six. Touchdown! Woo! Woo! Oh, there's a flag. What happened? What? Too many men on the field, holding, pass interference. Offsides. Repeat. First down. Yeah, that's right. This is me just running that fucking ball down the fucking goal line, motherfucker. All right? Touchdown. That's right. What? So there you go with that. Sporting Icons was there, like, oh, I'm glad this dude got bodied. What did he say? He said, put his body there. Zip it up. Like, what are you talking about? You bunch of idiots, bro. Okay? Now you got to live with this. Like, you thought you didn't like me before. Oh, you're not going to like me now. All right? Because you know Beats, because now I know why no one tries to be civil with you. Okay? Now I know. Right? Motherfucker. All right? God damn. Holy shit. Beats hadn't tweeted in ages. And he had to tweet this one out. Like, he thought he had it. Right? Now, another thing Unrivaled that you need to retract, you said, all right? I'm just saying. You said that you never listened to D-Style Boxing. You hadn't listened to me in months. Chief Funk was there. I have the evidence. You were just a couple weeks ago in one of my videos commenting. Okay? Like you know, I'm just saying. And then also the comment you made, if you have an award show about with different channels and stuff like that and giving awards, you should give the Body of the Year to this. How would you know that if you weren't listening to my video on, what was it, last Thursday? I mean, it might have been a wild guess, but it's a hell of a guess. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying. So that's not here nor there. It's not a big deal. All right? It really isn't. And you got to give it to somebody who comes out and admits when they're wrong. All right, you really do. But the individuals and the comments that we're leaving, all right, most of them aren't man enough to say, you know what, D style, I can match you hard, bro. And I thought that you got body, but you didn't. It turns out there was a flag on the play. And you still had the ball, and then you drove it down the field. And this is me right now, 1 yard run, bam. Okay, just like that. This is a glorious day. This is one of the most glorious days of all time. Okay. And by the way, I know I'm a patient person. Okay. So I know there was probably some of my subscribers like, damn, bro, like, fuck these stuff. How can you not look that up and know that Ramsey, like, already said that? And like, how can you allow that to happen? And okay, it didn't happen. But like, you know what I mean? Like something to clarify something like that, you have to reach out to the person. I've already reached out to Mark Ramsey. Right. In fact, I forgot to. I'm going to email him back, and I'm going to say, you know what? The person that said this already retracted what he said. All right. So in fairness, I'm going to say that, and I did not tell Mark Ramsey who the person was. Right. And since he came out and said what he said, I won't do it. Let's suppose that. Okay. We're talking about Maxilla. We're talking about. All right. Have you ever heard the saying, "The truth will set you free"? Have you ever heard that saying? It will always set you free. It doesn't matter what it is, right? If I'm just saying, hey, haplotype, you want to come on, bro? I don't think haplotype has answered me. Let me read the whole comment. What are we talking about, Christian? But Beats was getting beat down to a rival took interference. It was a lumberjack match, but in the end, these style double chokeslam both of them, put Beats in the walls of Jericho and made Beats tap. Tell you what, if Boxing Beats and Rhymes comes out, okay, and accepts the retraction, okay, and also, all right, okay, and also apologizes to me for calling me a cholo, right? I still won't take this channel down. Okay, this video down. I'm still not gonna take it down. Okay, but it would be the right thing to do. All right, I'll send you the link right now. Okay. And it's funny because as soon as I asked for the proof, all right, nobody wanted to give it to me. I was being told, do your research. Like, what do you mean? Like, I already know the basic facts of the glove situation. I was told that something else happened. Right? There's a link, Capital Tech. All right, Maxilla. If you like WWE and you're over 14, you're a virgin and possibly a vegan. Well, I will say this. WWE is trash right now. It is. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Julian Assange. And what's up, Paplo? Talk to me.
Yo, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, good.
So I just and I don't want to put you in the middle of anything. So are you comfortable with me bringing up names?
I was in Puerto Rico when this all went down. Like,
no, I just want to ask. I just don't want to put you in the middle of anything. So are you comfortable with me bringing up names?
Oh yeah, I don't care.
Okay. So Boxing Librarian was on the comment section, gladly, talking about how I got bodied and he's glad somebody finally bodied me, right? And it turns out it's not true. Is the Boxing Librarian going to be man enough to come out and say that, he'll accept that retraction and say that D-Style did not get bodied?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm cool with Librarian. We've had our differences over the past, and we were really cool at one point, and other points we've been not so cool. But I would think someone like him would come out and say, okay, yeah.
Good.
I would think he would come out and say he was wrong. He was probably overzealous and trying to be happy about it.
Emotion came first before the facts, pretty much. You know what I mean?
I think, I mean, like I
But what
said,
else would it be?
I was in Puerto Rico,
Got it. I
dealing with
hear.
a family situation. But I do know, that this whole glove situation was the thing that freaked me out about it. I'm trying not to curse because I know your new rules. Um, the thing that freaked me out about the whole glove thing was the way they used the drug thing to cover up the glove thing. Because
Right.
like it was the smoke screen that was like, oh, it was about the
I never
Deanna
concentrated.
ball.
Like I never focused that much on a drug thing. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I
You know
didn't
what I mean?
either because it was like that was up in the air.
Right.
It wasn't a provable thing. Because whenever it's drugs, whether it's Canelo or White or whoever Pavetkin, there's always like some mitigating circumstances that are like, oh well, this was legal and then it became illegal later, and so he had a little bit left in his system or whatever and whatever. But when it comes to gloves, that's a visceral reaction for me because I'm a big glove guy, and we've done many videos together on
Right.
gloves. And so when I hear something about tampering with gloves, that piques my interest much more than, maybe other people. So, when I heard the initial story, and I don't think any of this has changed, except for one thing that you brought up tonight, which I was shocked.
What was that?
Um, so initially, what I heard was that Dillian White had 2 pairs of gloves approved and weighed,
Right.
and Rivas
Did
had 1 pair.
before we continue, did you know that he had worn that same brand against Chisora?
Yes, I did
Okay.
know that. Um, but somehow the story became that somebody else on the card needed those gloves and he loaned them to that person. But then if that was the case, he still would have had another pair of gloves that were exactly the same that were approved.
Right.
But what he did was he came into the ring with fly gloves, which were a completely different brand, hadn't been weighed, hadn't been inspected, none of the above. Right? But I always
And
thought
if
that,
just to clarify, so
yeah.
we don't know that, but what we do know is that Rivas' team was not present when any of that was done.
Well,
If it was done,
what we
you know what I mean?
know was that the person who was Rivas's glove guy, who was the guy that what was his name? The guy from Rival,
Russ Abner,
Russell Amber,
and yeah,
and he was the one who came out initially with the story. So that's Rivas's guy for the
he's
gloves.
also the guy that wraps Rivas' hands. He wraps the hands for Usyk and some other Ukrainian fighters who, by the way,
Exactly.
are not part of Team Heyman. Okay, like I'm just putting
Exactly.
that out there
Exactly.
because that was
No,
something
no,
that was alleged.
he reps his own glove company, which is, Rival
Yes,
Gloves. So
and other reports that did
he's loyal to his own interests, which is
right.
making sure that his gloves are, treated with the proper, care and rules and regulations. So, so I don't see him being, look, is Rivas enough of a big fighter for him to go out on the limb and risk his entire glove company when you see Rival coming up more and more and every fight that you see
Right.
or every card that you see now, you're starting to see Rival gloves. I remember when no one had ever even heard of Rival gloves. So why would he risk his reputation and his whole company that he started
Exactly.
over
Did
Oscar Rivas?
you probably already knew this because if you've seen the interview, but like you probably watched it a while back, right? But Russ Abner with the promoter next to them, right? Rivas's promoter showed up with extra pairs of gloves that were sealed, right?
Yeah.
And they were told immediately that they can't use those gloves. They can't
Well,
present those gloves.
they wouldn't let them bring them into the room
Right.
because a certain person had to carry them in.
Right, exactly. But here's the thing, right? The reason he does that is just in case, right? As he
Something goes
mentioned,
wrong. Yeah.
if something goes wrong, or maybe White says, you know what, I like those rival gloves. I want to wear those. You know what I mean? Like I want to wear a
Right.
pair of those as well. So they have to have them for that. You know what I mean? Ended up like
I actually think White has worn rival gloves before, but I
right.
could be mistaken about that.
So that was always an option. Okay, so when they say, oh well, like if they claim, well, there was only the fly gloves, well, that's not true. Like there was other gloves
No, the fly gloves weren't even at the meeting.
that were not even at the meeting. That's very vital. Okay, so to say, right, that no one could be suspicious of the matter is absolute nonsense.
There's
Okay,
no way anyone could not be suspicious about the matter.
absolutely. All right. I
Because
mean, if
it's very suspicious.
yeah, but there's other commenters, by the way, who for whatever reason, like people have a right to their opinions and all that. But Cornwall, 1888. I mean, maybe you could come out and just to admit that you were wrong. You were always commenting on my channel, and for whatever reason, you had a little agenda thing going on.
Look,
It's okay.
there's no reason to tie yourself to any anchor.
Right.
That's my philosophy in life. Like,
Yeah.
if Wilder did this and he came out with, he went into the meeting
But
with.
I don't want to cut you off, but Magzilla's like insulted me, but then like he praises me at the same time. But go ahead.
So let's just say Wilder did the same thing. Like he came into the glove meeting and he had MX Everlasts,
Right.
and then he came into the ring with some gloves that, like, Lonsdale's that no one had ever seen before.
The flag gloves.
Fly, Lonsdale, Winning, whatever. Clado Reyes, Grant, whatever, that hadn't been inspected or weighed, I'd be roasting his ass, bro.
Yeah.
I'd be roasting his ass. Like, I like Wilder, but he's not going to do that, dude.
And also the argument that the commission okayed it, so therefore it's all okay, right? Here's my problem with that argument.
What commission?
The BBOC or BBBOC, right? But let me say this.
But there's only one British boxer.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you this. Were Resto's gloves signed off?
Were the
You got the
rest
fight,
of
right? Resto against Collins.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
The fight happened, right? The fight happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The commission okayed those gloves.
Okay. Well, yes.
The only reason that they found out was because the dad felt the glove after the fight when he was congratulating the guy.
Yeah, he shook his hand and he.
That's the only reason they found out.
Yeah.
By definition,
after the fight,
you can argue no, but the commission okayed it, so
they had the signature. They had everything.
Exactly. Margarito's hand wraps. They were signed off by the California State Athletic Commission.
Yeah, and if
they were signed off
for Nassim Richardson feeling it, they would never have taken them off.
Absolutely. So we can't just say, no, what not? They signed it off. That's it. End of story. Okay.
No, we.
I'm just saying that's. You can argue that if you want, but then that's very slippery slope.
But that's not even as bad as this. These were gloves that no one had ever even seen.
And they, according to Russ Abner, they didn't even check the gloves afterwards. By the way, I reached out to Rivas. Okay, not Rivas, I'm sorry, to Mark Ramsey personally. All right. He did respond to me and he said, hey, let me get back to Montreal and then I'll respond to you, right? Because he's busy,
right. Of course,
he don't got time for this YouTube shit. You know what I mean? Like
this is
be
old news, bro.
I know.
Wore illegal gloves. Period.
Okay, now, so but I'm gonna clarify because another thing, and this is again off the cuff things I forgot, right? So one, Rivas's team, filed a complaint to the WBC before the fight. And we know it was not about the UCAT situation. They didn't know about that till after the fight. Right? So what would the complaint be about? that they filed. You know what I mean? Well, we know it's because of the gloves, right? And there was reports afterwards that confirmed what Abner said. Okay, from um, Mark Ramsey himself, right? So these are things that are just true, and I will always stand by that until evidence shows me otherwise. And right now, to be honest with you, even if they come out, and I think you said this before, and show us the gloves, we don't even know those are the gloves that he wore to the ring. You
I
know?
definitely said that.
Yeah. So, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think you're the only one that said that till this day. But um, so there's no way to kind of clarify that. But I just find this extremely, and I think I believe you understand why I'm saying this is a glorious day.
Oh yeah, it's a glorious day because I think they thought they had you. They thought you had you backed into a corner, and
They
they
thought I was
didn't.
body. They thought that I was done.
Yeah, and if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna try to do that to somebody, especially like 2 months later, or whatever,
It's been
I
since
mean,
July. Yeah.
you better like really check. Now, anybody can be mistaken, and I'm not trying to like, you know, I, you know me. I don't like to get involved
I
in
mean,
in
if we're
beefs.
honest, it was an ambush. If we're honest, that's what
It
it
was
was.
an ambush.
Right.
It was. It
Okay. So
was. I could tell it was. I
Beats
only listened to this today
Beats couldn't handle
because
the
I was in
the
Puerto
heat in the
Rico.
kitchen. Okay, and he wanted some help, so he brought somebody on. Okay, I've debated. I've told people to come to my channel to debate me before, and I never like brought somebody else in out of the blue so they could argue for me. You know what I mean?
But
That's never
see,
happened.
but see, this is a specific topic,
Right.
okay? And when you debate, a lot of times things are, very subjective. Like I can debate you
Right.
on whether Roberto Duran was a better lightweight than Benny Leonard or
Gotcha.
not.
Okay.
Yeah. So that can be kind of subjective. Like, you could have your own opinion and I can have my own
And
opinion.
we'll never be able to prove otherwise.
We'll never be able to prove it.
Right.
But this is a specific thing. And I think that that's what makes it so glorious.
Right. But it is what it is. We could always move on, right? But just as you guys came on, hard on it, I will appreciate if you either shut the fuck up, okay, or if you're gonna say anything, you start with, "Sir D style, I'm sorry," right? Just like that.
Well, I don't have to say that
No,
because
no, not
I've
you.
I've been on I've been on the right side of this the whole time. Like the drug thing was a smokescreen.
No, I'm not gonna say
It
who it
was it was
was.
always the gloves. It
I'm,
was always the gloves.
Look, I'm not gonna say who it was, but on Twitter, someone sent me a DM and they said, "Hey, D style, they bent the knee," and I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about? I'm watching football, right? Like, what are you talking about?" You know? And I'm listening to it. I'm like, "Wow," but I will say this though, right?
Yeah.
Very few people, okay, will come on and admit they were wrong.
There's no harm in being wrong. Look, I've been in debates with
But
people.
if we're honest, it's not just it's this wasn't just a discussion we're having. This was an attempt to try and bring D style boxing down. That's what it was, right? So
It seems like it was. Yeah.
yeah,
It
you know what I
seems
mean.
like that to me.
So and which I appreciate the attempt. In fact, you know what? I'm flattered at the attempt. Okay, you know what I mean.
Well, it means that you're worth bringing down.
That's right. But they can't bring down the dragon, bro. Okay, like
Yep.
when the motherfucker breathes fucking fire, you better bring fire, right? Like you can't. It better be some good ice, right? But anyway, I don't even know what that means.
Some
Yeah,
dry ice.
I don't know. I just like all right. The video
you
was
gotta
going good till I said
you
that shit.
gotta you gotta feed the dragon dry ice, otherwise
Yeah.
he can't breathe
Yeah, the dude,
fire.
I don't know who it is. Some dudes from Big Boys Boxing came and they said the Rivas team already a member inspected the gloves. It just said
I
maybe
don't even know who Big Boys Boxing is.
I'm not sure either. But hey, you know what I mean. But dude, I'll be honest with you, man. I searched for that interview. I searched everywhere. I mean, I reached out to people. People were confused, bro. Like Dista, what are you talking about? Like that's not Rivas never said. I mean, Rivas team. I remember Rivas team never said that.
I think the thing to do really is to get Russ Amber on an interview and just have him explain exactly what happened,
But he
because
already did that.
I think it was pretty clear
The
what
IFL
happened.
interview is very clear, bro. All right, he
I
made
have
it
to go look
extremely
at it.
clear.
I have to go look at
You
it.
got to get a refresher on it. And you know what? Even in that interview, he brings up the Grand Gloves. He said White said that he took the interviews, but I mean the gloves, but he had a pair of Grants. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, he had two pairs that were approved, but
right? No, no,
the thing that I found out tonight on your channel
right.
that blew my mind, okay, was that the guy that they said borrowed the other gloves didn't even wear those gloves. Is that real? Are
Yeah,
you
but what I'm
serious?
saying is Russ Abner already said that. He said that on that interview.
But the guy that they said that borrowed the other gloves didn't
Right.
wear the gloves that
No, he did
White.
not. He did not. But what I'm trying to say is Russ Abner already said that in that same interview.
Oh my
I'm just
god.
showing people the visual evidence of that. You know what I mean? That's
Oh
all.
my
You know
god.
that's he had grants on. You know, Aziz himself. You know what I mean?
That is too funny, bro.
So
That makes it even more glorious. I mean, if he had worn the gloves that White loaned him, the XLs or whatever the fucking gloves were, excuse my language, that
but
he didn't wear them. He didn't even wear them.
nope.
That's crazy. That
But
is crazy.
fair play. I'm not gonna release the video I was gonna release tomorrow. Okay? And sake of fairness. All right. It was gonna be a very damning video, Appleton. You know what I mean? But like, it is what it is.
Well, credit to Unrivaled for at least retracting his statements. A lot of people wouldn't have done that. So, good for him on that point. But he was wrong, big
Yeah.
time.
I asked for the Ramsey quote, and here we are. Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been asking about it. You know what I mean? In fairness, so some people did say, "Hey, where's the proof?" You know what I mean? So there is a lot of people, and believe it or not, I'm a little flattered that there was a lot of people that were happy about it. You know what I mean? Because if I was just some nobody, they would have like been like, "Who the fuck is this dude?" You know what I mean?
Oh, they
But
wanted you. They wanted you bad.
oh, bad. Like, dude, have you ever seen that interview from that coach? This is the post fight right now. These styles who we thought he was. These styles who we thought he was, and we let him off the hook. You let me off the hook, bro. Right? But you got to come with truth with me. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact is, period,
Huh?
you did not get bodied. You actually were right. And, they had to admit it. And
Have to. Oh,
that
by the way,
is
Beats,
that is kind of
don't
glorious.
don't take the video down. I want it up. You know what I mean? Like, leave it up. I don't want him to take it down. Like, leave it there. Right?
Yeah, it's good, for people to see. But, there are people that won't watch your videos that do watch his, and they might get the wrong impression.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you, Appletet. Believe it or not, in the last 4 months, this week I've gained more subscribers than I have in the last 4 months. You know what I mean? So
I'm not surprised.
it's a glorious day. If
You
anything, people went there like, "Hey, this is a pretty good channel." You know?
you've been putting in work. You've been consistent, and you've been correct. So look, whatever they said, they're gonna have to live with that.
For the rest of their lives.
Yes, true. And
It's not a bit.
the whole
You know,
Cholo thing is like a little silly, bro. I
yeah,
mean, come
it is
on.
silly. It's just because I had an opinion about White's gloves and shit. Okay, like he made it sound
Yeah,
like I was attacking him personally. I didn't say one personal thing. Not one to Beats. I say I could have, right? You know what I mean? But I
I'm
didn't.
sure. I'm sure you could
For
have.
what? You know. So
There's no
somebody.
reason for
But
it.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Right. At the end of the day, um, it's a glorious day. But if the Bills lose today, it's not a glorious day. So I don't know if you're a football guy, but
No, I'm not at all.
if the Bills lose, I'm gonna crawl to a cave and cry or something. I don't know. No, but I want to thank you for coming on, Apple Top. Any final words before I wrap this one up? Because the Bills game is gonna start shortly.
Well, I just want to, keep the record straight. The problem with the fight between Oscar Rivas and Dillian White was that Dillian White had two pairs of gloves that were approved and inspected, and he came into the ring with a third pair of gloves that was of a different brand that were not weighed or inspected. That is
No,
the problem. Okay?
right.
That's the only problem. And, like when it comes to tampering with gloves, to me, that's a cardinal sin in boxing. You don't tamper with gloves because it's just one of those old timey things like that you just don't do it. And the reason why all these rules are in place and why one camp has to see the gloves of
Actually,
the other camp. Yeah.
I think EJ's live right now. Let me just for EJ. You know how EJ is. EJ wants a scoop on everything, bro. Okay. Is
EJ
EJ?
EJ was live before you came
Oh,
on.
okay, he was telling me to come on live. Okay, I just got the Twitter. I
No,
apologize,
you
EJ.
should.
So,
You should totally come on. You should totally go on there. Go
uh,
on there. I think some of those other guys are on there, and I'll
which
be
other
listening.
guys? Oh man, this is glorious. Because I
Yeah, yeah,
got I got like 20 minutes before, so because I ain't gonna
yeah,
skip the Bills game for this, but if I could get on before. But let me first check if EJ's live right now, though. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Go ahead, man. I don't want to keep you, but I'm glad that you stuck to your guns. Good job. And yeah, you were right. You were right. He wore illegal gloves. Period. Period.
And if people don't like the word illegal, fight tampered gloves by definition. Okay, and by that they mean like they don't know. They didn't know they were not able to check those gloves before the fight started. Okay, that was always my argument. That remained to be my
We don't
argument.
know if they were tampered with, but we know they were illegal. They could have been 8-ounce gloves. Fly makes that same pair in 8-ounce. So,
We don't
and I
know,
put
man.
that in my video. So go ahead, go on EJ, and I'll be checking it out.
Well, if he's live, I don't know if he's live. So, anyways, guys, this is the style, and I'm out. Peace.
Bye.